Okay, well, we really just go with a vision statement. In other words, we don't have a line somewhere that says, this is our vision statement, this is our mission statement. But our vision statement is to impact our community and our world for Christ.
Okay.
And we, as a matter of fact, I think I'd like it to be even shorter than that. You know, like impact our world. But in our vision, we have an express purpose that impact, we want to look at it on a community level. What are we doing where our church is, where our property is, and then what are we doing on a world level? And so we kind of guide our ministries, our budget, our activities based on those two things. How are we having an impact in those two places?
That answered part B. How does it affect your management of Community Rights Baptist? Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? I think, and I don't, of course, I can't speak for businesses. I think churches are bad about, they get a committee, they get a group of people, they put a vision statement together, and they put it on the bulletin, they put it up on a wall, and then that's all it is, just kind of a neat little saying, a cliche. It doesn't really manage anything. We really actually do break up everything we do into, is this having an impact or not? We try not to, and I think everything can kind of get stuck in the mode of, well, we do this because that's what we do. We do this because what we've always done. And churches certainly have things that we do because that's what churches do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not going to tell the church you're not doing this. You have some things like that. At the same time, we actually have taken on some things and had some things we said, we're not going to do this anymore. It's not having an impact. Matter of fact, a real good example of that is this, at the end of January, 2 days ago, we ended our TV program. We have been on TV, public access TV, as long as I've been here, and I'm guessing for several years prior to my being here. So, 10 plus years we've been on TV. I think there are people who appreciate that, who enjoy it, who watch our program. But we got to a place where we're looking at, it wasn't a huge expense to be on it, but our biggest expense was people, the resources of personnel. As a matter of fact, it was basically taking almost a full day for Mike, our media guy, to edit and get that program ready. And as we met people, as we asked them, why are you coming here? We were never hearing TV. Radio? Yes. Oh, I heard you on the radio. Or we started coming because of radio. It was just very, very rare that we would hear somebody say, we saw you on TV. Now, I don't think that means nobody was watching us on TV, but when you don't ever hear anything, then how do you define that as having an impact? When you don't ever see where it shows up, then where do you have an impact? And so we said, look at the money, we look at the manpower that it's taking to do that, and we're not seeing where there's an impact. And so we canceled it.
We actually were talking about something very similar this morning in a marketing class. The same thing, drop what's not really working.
Right. And I don't know, again, as much as busy in your churches, we have sacred cows. You just don't touch that. And I know a lot of churches around the country, and there are churches in this area that you just can't touch that. You can't do it. And it becomes, you've heard the expression, it becomes the tail that wags the dog. TV programs can become that, and they cost a lot and they do a lot, and yet you're not getting any bang for your buck. You're not getting any impact out of that.
Well, if we go back just a minute, if you can tell them a little bit about your background. I mean, I know it's therefore I didn't think to ask you that, but tell them how you got here and what you did before.
Yeah, okay. I am, I guess people come into the ministry in different ways. Some are called as a kid, others are, it's a second career. I was called as a kid, so to speak. I felt called into the ministry at the age of 15. Went to Texas A&M University to get a business degree in marketing and management, and did that, and then ended up moving over and I stayed with marketing. I got a minor in marketing, but got a public speaking degree. But when I went to A&M, I wasn't 100% sure I was going to go into ministry. Into my junior year, that began to become more crystallized, and so my whole senior year of college, I knew I was going to seminary following, and I did go right out. I graduated in May of '87 from A&M, and June of '87 I was taking first year Greek in seminary. And interestingly enough, the average age of an incoming seminary student is 29. so most of the people there are it's a second career for them. They went out of college and went into a career, and this became a later decision. So I was, and I counseled about that and looked at a variety of things that I might do instead. But my calling, what I felt like, was so clear that I felt it was time to get that underway. So I went and did that. It was a 4-year degree, so I got a master's in theology at Dallas Theological Seminary. And then I left there, and I felt called to be a senior pastor.